If your brother becomes poor, the scriptures say, and cannot maintain himself, you shall maintain him. You shall not lend him your money at interest, nor give him your food for profit. This is such an important idea, Jubilee, that this is how Jesus begins his ministry. His first words are from Isaiah. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, he says, because he has anointed me to preach the good news to the poor. And Jesus proclaims the year of the Lord's favor, the year of Jubilee. I think that's Luke 4. What he was really talking about was an era of grace. And we're still in it. I mean, God may well be with us in our mansions on the hill. I hope so. He may well be with us in all manner of controversial stuff. Maybe, maybe not. But the one thing we can all agree, all faiths, all ideologies, is that God is with the vulnerable and the poor. God is in the slums, in the cardboard boxes where the poor play house. God is in the silence of a mother who has infected her child with a virus that will end both their lives. God is in the cries heard under the rubble of war. God is in the debris of wasted opportunity and lives. And God is with us if we are with them.
Since you and I were last together at the Vertigo concert in Chicago, a lot of things have happened in your life. You spoke at the U.S. Presidential Prayer Breakfast, and you won 2 Grammys, and you had this amazing rock concert tour. You were Time Magazine's Person of the Year, along with Bill and Melinda Gates, by any standards. This has been quite a year for you. And I was just wondering, of all of this stuff that's happened to you, which was most satisfying?
Well, selfishly, I would say to you that music is my first love, and which is outside of my family. You know, to wake up in the morning with a melody in my head is a great gift. And then to follow through on that melody and find words for that melody, and then, you know, hear it on a radio in Tokyo or Birmingham, Alabama, or, you know, London. This is a great thrill for me. That's my gift. I thank God for my gift, and I thank God it's still there, and that when I wake up in the morning, I hear those melodies and have those ideas in my head. But last year was also very important to me in terms of service and in terms of the other reason to get out of bed in the morning, which is, you know, the work we're doing on the One campaign. This has been really extraordinary. You see, the poor and the most vulnerable in this world, they have representatives in the great capitals, but we are often not treated with the respect of other interest groups. We're sort of down the food chain, and we believe that that's wrong. And we want to represent the poor and the most vulnerable without coming with our heads bowed and cowed and, you know, looking for the crumbs from the table. We believe that the poor deserve an honorable place at the table. They deserve the head at the table. This is how God would see things.
One of the reasons why you wanted to do this by videotape is because during the month of August, or sometime during the summit, you steal away as a family and you honor that time pretty religiously. Tell us your strategy about that.
Yeah, well, it's very important if you travel around a lot that there are periods that become sacrosanct for the family. And the summers are that. We go to France and we have, you know, very careless times together, lovely, irresponsible times. The right to be ridiculous is something we hold very dear in our family. And yeah, I would absolutely love to have been live and to talk to what is the most incredible audience for me to speak to. These are people who can lead their communities to a place where all of us working together can be very, can have a real impact on the world. And so I'm really grateful to you, Bill, and grateful to Lynn for representing me to you and to your church.
The real spiritual activity that began in you in an accelerated way came through your involvement in a kind of youth group that you and a couple of the other members of the band got involved in.